Imperfect Women Season 1 Episode 4 Ending Explained. Did Nancy know about the divorce? Imperfect Women Season 1 centers on Nancy in Episode 4, as the story revisits the New Year's Eve party and reveals more about her past, her marriage, and the events before her death. The episode shows growing distance between Nancy and Robert, while also clarifying the mystery surrounding David. It also addresses whether Nancy knew about the divorce. She does not appear to know for certain that Robert plans to leave her, but she becomes convinced that something is wrong after finding emails about separation of assets on his laptop. From that point, Episode 4 frames her actions through that fear, linking her suspicions, family conflict, and emotional breakdown to the ending. Nancy thinks her marriage is failing in Imperfect Women Season 1. Robert avoids discussing his New York meeting in Episode 4. He seems uneasy when questioned. Nancy suspects something is being hidden because his family withholds information. Nancy becomes concerned when she finds a separation of assets email on Robert's laptop. Legal or financial preparations may be underway. However, Imperfect Women Season 1 does not confirm divorce proceedings. Additional context reinforces her concern. Robert struggles financially and concerns Nancy's expenditures. His father's comment about the festivities ending next year adds doubt. These facts suggest family changes. However, Imperfect Women Season 1 does not disclose Robert's plans. Nancy sees events through her concerns throughout the episode. She believes divorce is likely, but the incident does not prove anything. In Episode 4, flashbacks demonstrate how Nancy's childhood affects how she acts as an adult. Nancy grows up in a family that is mean and doesn't care about her. She realizes that all of her connections with other people depend on what she expects from them. Her former life experiences explain why she has to be in charge and have things in order. The New Year's Eve party she plans becomes a well-run location that she uses to keep herself and others in check. You can see this effect in how she treats Cora. Nancy thinks that when her baby dressed like white trash, it means something about how she grew up. She hits Cora back, but then she feels horrible immediately away. The answer has to do with something from her history that she hasn't dealt with yet. Nancy's panic crisis makes this friendship stronger. She remembers her mother and a car accident from the past, which shows that her past trauma is still impacting her. These times correlate with her growing fear of being alone. She still thinks the same way about marriage. Nancy believes that in order to be accepted by Robert's family, she needs to maintain a certain image. When that image starts to fall apart, she takes charge. This frame of view changes how Elizabeth thinks about Robert's actions and the probability of divorce. In the 4th episode of Imperfect Women, David is revealed to be Howard, Mary's husband. David shows up before the end of the episode, but Nancy turns him down, which shows that he is not connected to the major mystery. In the last scene, Howard tells Nancy that someone called him David, which is when the truth comes out. Nancy calls him David as he leaves in response. It means that Howard is the same person as David who was mentioned before. It is important to stress that Howard's character is connected to Nancy on a human level, but not because she is married. For example, at one point in the episode, Nancy helps him make a business agreement, which makes it possible for them to talk to each other. Imperfect Women Season 1 is available for online streaming on Apple TV+.